Hello again, YouTube. This the Truth Man. Giving you the truth. The channel is no matrix, no simping, all subjects channel. And today I want to talk a little bit about when women accuse you. What are the possible main reasons why women accuse you, disrespect you, or are argumentative towards you? Always remember, you should understand this from being around women your whole entire life. If you're around my age, I have a mother that's still alive. I see a lot of her tendencies. I have two sisters. I see their tendencies. I have a wife. I have two young daughters. I've worked with several women. I'm not a nosy guy per se, but I listen when I hear conversations sometimes just for my own learning. Excuse me. And one of the things that I learned is that usually the main reason why women accuse men, where you at? What you doing? Is because they got away with one. Some point in their life with that particular guy that they're accusing, they got away with one. Either it was a kiss, either it was these things going places, either it was a dry HUMP, something. You got away with one. Either it was a date, either it was just straight up got thrashed, got smashed. Like, they got away with one. And some of these women have to live with the guilt of lying about paternity. So what are they going to do? And I know one particular guy, his wife ain't no good, but she's so controlling. Where you at? What are you doing? I say, hey man, let's go out for a beer. Man, she'll kill me, man. Just messing around with him. Hey man, let's go out for a beer. Let's go to Wild Wing. Man, she'll kill me, man. Like, you ain't gotta do nothing. We just playing around with him because I knew what the deal was. So that's the main reason that I got away with one somewhere. Where you at? What you doing? What are you doing? Either it's some type of Facebook message that you didn't see. Either it's some type of, like, if you dealing with the online gaming, it could have been something on that game system. Pictures could have been sent. Some dude could have sent the wing dang doozle. And if he got you beat, or if the ex got you beat, then as soon as she start getting mad at you, you know what, it ain't gonna go too well. See, that's the main reason. Some of it's insecurity, but think about it. Sometimes women don't have no reason to be insecure unless they done did something, or unless they don't, like, they dealing with some type of hurt. And that's another thing. That's number two. A lot of women be hurt and they never dealt with it, and now their husbands have to deal with it. And so now, because this person hurt them, that person hurt them, now they Little Miss Tough Girl, because they had issues with their father sometimes. Now they want to make sure you don't get over on them, and you might not even be trying to get over on them. These is all some of the reasons why you catching hell from your girlfriend and from your wife. And these is also the reasons why, if you choose to get married, you better think it through, take your time, get to know that person, give them the space to show you who they really are before you go down that aisle and get clipped by child support and alimony. If you're a really high sexual guy, you better make sure that you marrying somebody that's the same way. And we all change, but they're going to have still maintain a high level of it. Like, everybody's going to diminish some, but they got to maintain a high level of it. Especially if they're going, where you at? What you doing? Blah, 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 blah. You was doing this. You was doing that. Then what are you talking about? I was working. I was with my buddy. This stuff people deal with, man. And that, as I always say, that's what's fueling. Besides, these guys really know how to present this stuff on YouTube. It's very entertaining. It's very educational. And it's very confirmational. Like, a lot of times they just confirm stuff that you've been thinking. Like, some of these guys, they confirm stuff that I've been thinking since I was in my 20s. Oh, you letting those guys get in your head. They confirm stuff sometimes that you've been thinking since you was 21, 22. But that's with the Coach Greg, the free agent lifestyle, that these guys know that the majority, if not, I would say like 98, 97% of what he says in regards to family stuff and relationships is dead on. And the marriage will, man, come on, man. This stuff is real out here, and this is why you're getting accused. You need to tell these chicks, if your girlfriend come to you talking about she pregnant, even if your wife come to you talking about she pregnant, be like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm not claiming any kids without a DNA test. And that's me too. Like, if my own wife, she was like, oh, I'm pregnant, I'm getting a DNA test. I'm not, the way the world is now, no matter what, ain't no, oh, don't you trust me? And they probably didn't do nothing crazy, but still get a DNA test. Get a DNA test. Because what if that kid that's not even your kid grows up to terrorize you? And you think it's your kid, but it's not sometimes. So that's why you get a DNA test. No matter what, they leave, so what? Stop caring if they leave. This is what, you not being, especially you believing men, saved men, you not being a righteous man, you not being a man of God if you worried about anything that these women gonna do. If they leave, they leave. You still got the Most High. You still got the Most High. You still got a world full of women to choose from. You're guilty of idolatry if you letting this woman, this unsubmissive woman, these disrespectful women, I'm leaving, bye. Go ahead. In fact, if your wife leaves, don't talk about nothing but the kids. Don't be angry, don't be bitter, don't be rude towards her. And make sure that she sees you in action, talking to somebody, anything. Because that'll help your psyche, for starters. You gotta learn that, man. Like, they choose, when they start talking about they gonna leave, it didn't just start there. That's kind of like the smartphone wasn't just invented and when it come out 2010. I guarantee you they had the smartphone in action on the production line in the 90s. So if a person talking about, I'm leaving, that didn't just start. That stuff was way back. It was already there. So, again, they started accusing you for these reasons, man. They started accusing you, oh, where you at? What you doing? This. Got to call you every second. All this, all that. Because sometimes it's that is they don't trust you because they don't trust them. They don't trust you because they know what they would do in certain situations. We just was having a Bible study. Yeah, you was having a Bible study, all right. They'll lie. Oh, we just was having a Bible study. Then they on their knees trying to get forgiveness from God afterwards. Oh, we was just having a Bible study at his house. You insecure. You know I'm a woman of God. You know I wouldn't do that stuff. But she was just sorry, YouTube. I don't believe in mistreating women. I believe to a certain level of maintaining a certain level of chivalry. Sometimes you're going to hold the door open for a woman, she ain't going to say thank you. That's just the way it is. But as men, you should never beat on a woman. If your wife hit you, it's over. Stagger. Some of these women will bust your lip. I'm done with you. Don't fight her. Don't fight her, because sometimes they'll try to fight you when they know it's over. They try to fight you. You call the police. Let the police come get them, and don't bail them out. Don't bail them out. But don't be fighting. Don't be fighting. Because you already know the United States they might as well call it the Women's States of America. They might as well call it that. Because they're going to take their side every chance they can. And you know that. So why, don't fight. If you got to run from her, just go run. Lock yourself in the bathroom. Let her sit in jail. Because a lot of them scary anyway. They ain't going to be able to handle them handcuffs being on them. Don't fight. And don't be I'm guilty of it too. I've had many arguments with my wife too. But we are men. Let's just stop all the arguing, man. Let's make a commitment to don't argue with them at work. Don't argue with them at home. If they get too far the line out of work, stack your money. Try to go somewhere and start over if need to. Don't let people see this. You know what's weird about this cancel culture? People are so against quitting. Like, they just think you just supposed to just keep misery in your life with these jobs, with these people. You gotta man up. You gotta be a man. Even though your boss is toxic, even though your coworkers is toxic, you gotta be a man. Even though sometimes your wives are toxic, you need to suck that up, man. You got kids. No. You supposed to make stuff harmonic with you. You run from every job. You run from every job. Like that's the only option for you, is to be there with all those people who hate you. Come on now. Oh, he's a Trump supporter. Oh, I heard him say he's straight as a line. So, in the office, he did this, he did that. Just like in school. You ever notice how in elementary school, the kid that didn't like you was always telling on you? Hey, Mrs. So-and-so, such and such, he got a candy bar and that book in his desk. This is what happens, y'all. A lot of times those accusations are because they got away with one. Sometimes insecurities. Sometimes it's because they want to catch you so they can move on. See, sometimes, let's just face it, they say all men are dogs, right? But let's just face it. Sometimes your girl, your wife, say, I don't care what nobody think, but deep down inside, they're not going to just go out there and go wild. They want to discredit you so they can justify the new man, which is another reason why they accuse you. They really want to see what's out there. They really do. And it's a lot of women that's losing right now because they tried to see what was out there and they saw that ain't nothing out there but sharks, whales, piranhas, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Isaiah 4:1, man. I mean, you can't feel sorry for them. Can't feel sorry. I see stories all the time. Woman leaves her husband of 25 years, 30 years, and regrets it. One lady, she divorced her husband, right? This was a crazy video. I forgot who posted this. She tried to present herself back to her husband that she left, that she divorced, in a gift box. And she hiding in his house. He like, what are you doing? Are you crazy? She didn't think she would get that response. But it's the delusion. I was just having a conversation, and I'm going to close. I remember here in Milwaukee, they used to teach us in the public schools that girls were sugar and spice and everything nice. And I don't know if it was because they, sometimes guys was fighting girls in elementary. Y'all remember that. But our elementary teachers was like, stop hitting those girls. What do we teach y'all about girls? Girls are sugar and spice and everything nice. Y'all remember that? Anybody from Milwaukee remember what I'm talking about? Especially if you went to my school. You remember what I'm talking about. But hey, I'm going to do like a couple more videos. I want to talk about this allowing women to judge you and to make you feel bad about anything and why you shouldn't, no matter what, no matter if you having money problems, no matter what going on in your life, you should never let them make you look at yourself in a lower fashion. But this is the truth, man, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. YouTube, stop all that shadow banning. Stop all that throttling. I know what y'all doing with most of my videos. I have nothing against you. I haven't went against community guideline. I've practiced fair use. I don't get why y'all doing this. Like, if you don't agree with me, you just don't agree with me. But you still should be fair. I know what you're doing. I'd like to thank those of you because my impressions are up a little bit. You are being a little more fair. And I thank you for that. And I'm grateful for that. But it's still not to the level of some of these people that I see on here. But thanks for watching, y'all.